day 15, so that means it's the third week that I've been polling every single day for 10 minutes to get myself back into poll mode for when our studio finally opens, which hopefully won't be too long. The theme for day 15 is balance. So that's going to be a good one to incorporate into my practice this morning. It's a little bit chilly out there after all the hot weather, so I think the weather's playing with us today as well, trying to balance itself out. Anyway, let's see how I get on.
And doing moves on both sides of the pole is one of the ways that I found of balancing my body. It's not too bad doing spins or handstands, but I've been finding that when I'm doing inverts, it's much easier on one side than the other. So maybe a bit more practice is in order.
It's hard work, but it is definitely worthwhile. Hello again, it's day 16. I'm a bit late up this morning, so I've got to get myself a little bit more motivated. The theme for today is to face your fears. For me, this isn't doing anything daft, because obviously we're polling at home. It's more about thinking about situations where you can step out of your comfort zone. So let's see how it goes.
So feeling a bit braver than normal, I had a go at all of those moves that I normally avoid, including the spinning Superman. I even had a go at the twisty handspring. Didn't quite work at first, but with an odd little twizzle, I got there. My first time ever at home.
That was good. Very good. Hello. It's day 17. And to be honest, I'm feeling a bit frazzled this morning. Had a bit of a restless night. I think, like a lot of people, I'm just finding it quite hard at the moment to navigate all the movement and changes that seem to be happening, especially in the wider world and to those close to me. So yeah, that's where I am at the minute. I mean, there's some major life-changing things that are going on, especially with my 3 boys. So I've got one that's moving to another part of the country during lockdown. I've got another one who's going to be a daddy again, and my youngest who's getting married this year as well. So lots of exciting stuff, but there's, you know, lots of highs and lows that are going with it, as well as all the different movements in the work scenarios, either too much or too little. So maybe that's how things are for you too. So the theme for today is about doing your homework. And when I originally set this, it was more to do with the little tips that you could do for yourself to help you get moves. But I think for me today, it's going to be more about doing little self-care things to help with my mental health. Okay, let's see how I get on.
So today's practice was about going back to basics. And I think that's how my day went, really. So lots of quietness, dog walking, and generally looking after myself, and staying away from any negativity on social media. I normally find that normally does the trick for me, and I'm soon bouncing back.
So it's day 18, and I've had another restless night's sleep, so I don't feel like doing a lot of anything, to be honest, unlike Oz here. But fortunately, the challenge for today was to get yourself in the right headspace. So that's what I plan to do today. Not polling at the moment. Do plan to have a little practice later. But for now, I'm going to put some self-care practices into place. I think the first one would be taking Oz out for his walk. So I'll see you later.
Well, that seemed to do the trick. By 6 o'clock in the evening, I was feeling a lot better. So my practice today involved checking out some of my spins ready for the class later that evening. And of course, that had to involve my favourite spins. That always makes me feel a lot happier. And I came away from the session with a bit more of a bounce in my step.
And it's day 19 already. And I'm feeling a lot more energetic today after a good night's sleep and a quieter day than normal yesterday. So interestingly, the theme for today, for day 19, is to rest. So it'll be interesting to see how I can incorporate more of that into my pole practice.
So for today's practice, I thought I'd stick on some nice, slow, relaxing music to get me into the right frame of mind. And it seemed that most of the moves were fairly basic. But as I was feeling energetic, I thought I'd have a go at that twisty handspring again. And because I'd got so much more energy, I seemed to hold it forever. Yay!
Hi, it's Saturday and I'm feeling super excited this morning because I'm going out with my daughter-in-law-to-be for a dress fitting for the wedding that's now been postponed till November. So I won't be polling until a little bit later today. But just wanted to come on here to tell you what the theme is for today, which is day 20, and it's to reminisce. And when you've got uncertain times like postponed weddings or delayed pole studios openings, I'm finding that reminiscing can be a useful tool to get through it. So I'm going to be incorporating that in my practice today. Let's see how it goes.
And after the excitement of wedding dress shopping, I thought I'd have a go at one of my routines from 2013 that I did for the summer show, this time with just Oz as the audience. I did manage to do some of the combos, but it was a lot harder than I remembered, and I probably didn't give myself credit for all the training that I did. Still, I had a go, and it was loads of fun.
So it's day 21, so that's 3 weeks of polling every day for 10 minutes. Interestingly, the theme for day 21 is to play. And ironically, yesterday I had my grandson round, I was playing in the garden, chasing him, stepped into the kitchen and landed on my foot awkwardly. So not quite sure how that's going to impact my practice today. So let's see how it goes.
So not wanting to upset my dodgy foot, play for me today was pretty poses. I even seemed to make up one or two. See you next week.